Hey there, everyone. Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to talk about why it is so hard to lose weight once you've been on a type of diet or nutrition plan that has had you cutting calories and you lose weight really quickly and you're really excited, like, yay, look at that, I did this thing and I lost weight and super duper. And then all of a sudden you gain the weight back, and then the next time you try and lose weight, it is really hard. And you're like, why isn't this working for me? Oh my gosh. Hi, Lisa. This is ridiculous. Oh, this is so tough. I did these things before and it worked for me. What's happening now? Right? So, I really focus on nutrition for women. Weight loss for women is totally different than it is for men. Women go through completely different stages of weight loss. Women will notice an increase in energy. If they're doing it correctly, you'll notice an increase in energy, a decrease in your measurements, so like your waist getting smaller, and then a change in the scale. Men, when they lose weight, they just notice a change in the scale. Whatever, right? But women's bodies don't respond that way because our bodies are designed to store fat. So we have to really work with our hormones completely differently to get a better result. So in my book, The Female Fat Solution, I talk about nutrition for female hormones. I talk about a lot of information for women, intermittent fasting, carb cycling, and getting enough protein, getting enough nutrients for your body. I also have a program where I go through nutrition for women. It's a meal plan, grocery list, everything else. And I have a podcast called The Female Health Solution with some really exciting episodes coming up. So if you have not subscribed to that podcast, you should right now. Okay, so going to jump into the restrictive diet. Oh, also, if you find this information helpful, if you would click the share button, that would help me out so much because so many women go on this roller coaster, and I'm going to talk about a couple of hormones here that are super important. Patty, loving the 12-week program. Yeah, Patty, that's awesome. That are super important in your results. And these are things that I think women need to know about because it plays a huge part in the type of results that you're getting and how you should be getting results. So if you find this helpful, clicking that share button will help me share this information with more women. My mission is just to educate women more on this information so that you can be proactive in your health, so that you can get a better result and keep it, and you're not stuck and frustrated fighting with your own body. It's ridiculous that women have to just struggle for so long before they feel like they get the right answers with their health. So that's what we're going to cover. Yay. So when we talk about some type of restrictive diet, and I chat with women every day. I get emails from women all over the world. I'm not kidding. I get emails all over the world from women who are struggling, and they ask me literally the same kind of questions. And a lot of times when I'm asking them about their health or what they've been through, I'll ask, okay, what type of diets have you done in the past? Because they'll say, I did this before and it worked, right? It worked, but now I'm trying to do this same plan and it's not working for me. And I'm like, okay, well, what is it? Well, I would cut down to 1,200 calories a day. Gasp. That's terrible. But of course, you're going to lose weight quickly because you're losing a lot of muscle mass. You're losing a lot of muscle mass. Ooh. And they're like, yeah, but then I would get tired and I couldn't maintain it, or then I went off of it. And yeah, 1,200 calories is not a way to live your life. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then I gained the weight back, and then not only did I gain back that weight, I gained this more, and now I can't take it off. I'm trying to do the same thing, and it's not working. Yeah, because you ruined your metabolism. Now, what does that mean? Because I'll talk about that a lot, like you're ruining your metabolism, or you slow down your metabolism. And there's different things that I take women through to help rebuild their foundation of health and metabolism again. One of them is with protein, right? But how does that work that you ruin it? What happens? So this is the process of a restrictive diet. And this is something that a lot of people recommend. And I really do not recommend it for women, especially women that are stressed out, that have hormone issues, right? And this can be anything from female hormone issues, thyroid issues, things like that. But this is what happens in the female body because the female body is designed to store fat. So when you stress the body out more, it's going to figure out how to store more fat. Yeah, it's going to do that. Yeah. And you're like, that's not what I want, but that's what it's going to do. So you got to work around it a little bit. Okay. So restrictive diet, this is a diet that is going to be cutting down or cutting nutrients out. So it can be restricting calories and just counting calories. I don't believe in calories. I just did a video on that. If you didn't catch it, go back and watch it. But it's also cutting out a lot of nutrients. Sometimes this is cutting out carbs. Carbs are really important. Carbs are necessary to absorb the proteins that your body need, by the way. If no one told you that, it's true. Yes. Yes, Molly, right? Women don't understand how their bodies work. It's so true. So if you're cutting something down, cutting something out, cutting out a major nutrient group, you're really doing a disservice to your system and your body. So that is what a restrictive diet is. Why people do this is because of this reason right here. This is the exciting thing that happens. They lose weight really quickly. Yay, I lost 5 pounds this week. Oh, are you okay? Ugh, that's not normal, right? So in going through graduate school, when they would talk about rapid weight loss, that was associated with things like cancer or diabetes or, things that are wrong with your body. If you have a lot of rapid weight loss, not good for you, and especially not good for the female body, really, honestly. So if you are watching something and, granted, if somebody does a cleanse or something like that and they're flushing a lot of inflammation out of their system, that's different because that's what we would call, water weight, right? This is like true weight loss where the scale is going down and continues to go down and at a dangerous pace. That's not something that's normal for the body to do, but it's exciting. People are like, oh my God, you lost 20 pounds in a month. What? That's not good for you, right? Also take into context the percentage of weight that you have to lose versus how much you weigh now, right? Like if somebody is, say, 300 pounds and they want to lose 100 pounds, you don't expect them to go through that in a couple of months. It should take them over a year if they're doing it in a healthy, sustainable way. Otherwise, you just, you can't maintain it. So anyway, I'm getting kind of distracted on this whole, like, the weight loss quickly thing. Because there are some people who post things on that and it's a true thing for them, but it's not really related to actual body composition difference. So that's one thing to really focus on. Is it a body composition difference? Are you actually losing fat percentage and gaining more lean muscle at the same time? And for women, this is really important because women oftentimes, when you do this restrictive diet and lose weight quickly, and you have a history of doing this, you really lose your muscle mass. Yeah. So this is what happens when you restrict that weight loss. You lose weight or when you restrict your diet, you lose weight quickly. You never weigh yourself, Andrea. Yeah, right? Yeah, don't ever do it. Andrea, I'm with you on that one. Just don't weigh yourself. Don't do it. Not necessary. But the other thing, the two hormones, these are two hormones that are really key in your overall weight management, I'll say. But they play a really huge role here in moving forward and maintaining your results. So when you have a rapid weight loss here from restricting, you will decrease your leptin. That's a hormone that helps you feel full. You're going to feel full. Having that leptin helps you feel full, but you decrease that, so it's harder to feel full. And then at the same time, it increases ghrelin. I don't know who named these, by the way. Who named these, right? I always wondered, like, why would you call it that? Why would you call it ghrelin? Oh, what are we going to name this? Ghrelin. It sounds like a character from a video game or something. I don't know. Right when I was studying for boards and stuff, they'd be like, oh, look at this orthopedic test. And I'd be like, why would they name it that? Why would they name it Meniere's or something? I'm like, who's going to name it something normal or that's relatable to the actual test? Same thing here. Ghrelin. Gremlin. That's what it reminds me of. Gremlin. Like Hunger Gremlin. That's honestly how I remember stuff. Okay, anyway, whatever. Leptin helps you feel full. Ghrelin actually is the hunger feeling. So it increases your hunger feeling. So it does these two things. It decreases how full you're going to feel, and it increases your hunger. So if it was even just one of them, that would be not good, right? But it's both. You get hit with both things at once. You're not going to feel full from the same amount of food, and it's going to make you hungrier. Now, why would your body do this? Why would your body do this? If you're thinking like, this seems dumb, I don't want this to happen at all, why would my body do this? It does it so you stay alive, because what you're doing in this restrictive diet is seen as a stressful event, and it's traumatic for your body, and it's not sustainable. So these are the things to think about, like big picture, long term. Are the nutrition choices you're making leading you down a path that's going to set you up for success, not just now, but in the future? It's super like sexy and exciting to say, oh, look, I lost weight really quickly. Great. Is that good for you now, but not good for you later because all of this is happening? Yeah. Then you might want to incorporate some different things. Just saying. So these are the things that really kind of screw you over long term. So this is what happens then. You eventually will go off your restrictive diet because it's not maintainable. You cannot sustain it long term. And then you end up gaining the weight back and then some, because you still don't have that same fullness feeling, and you're going to have more hunger overall no matter what. Yay. But I did that diet last year. Still screws up your hormones. Why? Because those hormone changes last after the diet is over. Yeah. Yeah, they do. Why is that really important? Because again, it's a hormone. This, again, your entire endocrine system and all of your hormones really play off of each other. So this is why I love working with women and really setting a whole new foundation in your health. It's a completely different way to move forward with your health. So if you have done a restrictive diet in the past, and I am totally guilty myself, right? I've been put on diets just because of different teams I've been on. I was an athlete in high school and college. I'm still an athlete. And there are some teams that I was on that the coaches would have us eat restrictive diets. There were times where, I wasn't allowed to eat fat. So certain coaches would not allow me to eat fat, which is stupid, but that's true. We weren't allowed to eat butter or cheese or anything. None of that. I had coaches that, would tell me I was too fat. I had too high of a body fat percentage. My body fat percentage in college was 21%, and it had to be 20 or below to start. Stepping on the scale before you could step on the court. All these things, right? Super good, by the way, for a teenage girl's, teenage athlete's mentality. So, I went through a lot of these things myself as an athlete with these different restrictive diets. And then pushing your body to the max, of course, with athletics, it's just this whole different game. But you screw up your ability to feel full and have appropriate hunger all at the same time. Great. So then how do you fix that? It really is a different, avenue of, okay, hey, let's get a solid foundation. Let's work on building up more lean muscle in the body, get more energy, get more stamina. Protein pacing is fantastic for that. It really changes the game completely for women, especially when you've been through some really tough restrictive diets in the past. And then my favorite things to add in are, alternating through some carb cycling and some intermittent fasting. Why? Why is that important? Because it actually helps these two hormones function better and more appropriately in the body. Now, the other thing about this and why I work with women and I have a 12-week program is because it takes 3 months for hormones to shift and change in the body. So if you're implementing a nutrition change and you're not doing it for at least 12 weeks, I believe you're doing a disservice to your body and your system because you're not allowing it to fully imprint and take place. If you give it the appropriate time, you're going to be amazed at the change and the difference that you will feel and notice after allowing it 12 weeks to happen. Having it that fast result, super exciting at first, but really long term, you're shooting yourself in the foot because you're setting yourself up in the future for a lot of struggle and a lot of frustration. Ooh, right? Sounds like every other gal right? Right? Oh, all right. So this is the information I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Again, if you found this helpful and this was new information for you, I would love it if you would click that share button and share with other women because they are stuck and frustrated too. If you have any questions, you can always comment below. You can message me, but I'll also put a link for a call. If you want to chat with me and just ask some questions about, hey, I've done this before, or what can I do now? Or, what are some other ways to go through this that I can help with this? I'd be more than happy to, Patty, I did. Thanks, Patty. To chat with you about some different avenues that you can take to get yourself in a better position for better health. And then again, so my book, this is a ton of information. I dive deep into my book here, and then in my, which is the Female Fat Solution, which is on Amazon. But I also have my podcast, The Female Health Solution, where I tackle a ton of different health conditions and different avenues, just for women's health overall. So I'm going to be covering a lot of really exciting topics coming up here. All right, so that's what I got for you guys today. Let me know if you have questions. And oh, Kelly, you're sharing as well. Thank you, Kelly. And let me know if you have any questions or anything else I can help out with. Yeah, but I'll put a link to schedule a call with me. And yeah, hopefully I will chat with you guys soon.